Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Okay, so today our topic of discussion is equation of line. If you remember, we have already discussed about equation of line. It is given by y equals to mx plus c, where m is the gradient and the c is the y-intercept. Now we have already done it using the equation given. Now we will do it using the graphs. Okay, how to find out gradient and y-intercept using a graph. So if you see over here, the formula is written m is equals to rise over run. Rise, if you remember, I told you rise is the vertical distance and run is the horizontal distance or in the graph. So if you look over here, rise will be this part and run will be this part. Clear? Then it is given C. C means it is a point where the line touches y-axis. So if you see, this is your y-axis and line is going through like this. So it is touching y-axis at 0. So here y-intercept is 0. Okay, so you will be solving part A on your own. I'll be starting from part B. One thing that I want you all to know, that once you finish this video and you have done this work in your notebooks, kindly comment down your names in the comment sections. Okay, so look over here. These are the homework parts, part A, D, E and G, and rest of the parts we'll do right now. Okay, so now this is part B. Okay, so now this is part B of question 6. If you see, the graph is given over here. Now, first step is to select any 2 points on the graph. Remember that try to take it on the positive axis, means there is a negative axis also given here, but we will take it only in the positive axis, which is this part. So if we are taking any positive axis, so I want you all to choose any 2 point. You can take either this 3 and 1. It is up to you. You can take this 3 and this one. It is also up to you. You can take this 3 and this 2. This is also up to you. You can take 1 and this 0, this point. This is totally up to you. You have to take any 2 points, but it should be a center of any point. Means there should be an intersection of x-axis and y-axis. Don't take any point in the middle. If you will take any point in the middle, then it will cause a confusion to solve the equations, to do the solution. So we will select any 2 points which is easily accessible. So if I am taking this point, which is 3 in front of 3, and I am taking, for example, let's say this point. Okay, so now the formula is m equals to rise over run. We are solving part B. Now the formula is rise over run. Now if you see rise means the vertical axis. So if you see, my point is going, my first point is over here and my last point is still here. So if I see, rise is from 0 to 3. Now for calculating rise, you will always subtract the highest value from the lowest value. So my highest value is 3 and my lowest value is 0, which is equals to 3 minus 0 upon. Now you will see run. For run, you have to take x-axis. Now if you take x-axis, if you see, this point is adjacent to this point and the another point is this. So if you see, the last point is 4 and the first point is 1, means it is going from 1 to 4. So I will subtract the highest number from the lowest number, which is 4 minus 1. So if you see, 3 minus 0 is 0 and 4 minus 1 is again 3. This 3 will cancel each other. So the answer of m is, gradient is 1. Now for y-intercept. Y-intercept means it is equals to C, which is equals to, now you will see on which point this line is crossing y-axis. So if you see, on y-axis it is touching -1. So our intercept is -1. So the equation of line becomes y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to m is given as 1, so we can write 1x, and c is minus 1. It is equals to x minus 1. I hope this question is clear. We'll continue it in the next question also, then you will have a greater idea of the question. Okay, now we'll solve part C. So again in part C you have to take any 2 points. So I'm taking 1 point over here which is in front of 8, and 1 point over here which is in front of 4. So you can take any point. You can take 6 and 8. You can take you can't take 6. See what I was telling over this question, you can't take in front of 6, because if you see it is in front of 6, but for the x axis it will be confusion, so to take which number. So for such things we take such numbers in which we can easily access it. For example, if you see I have told you about 6, so if you take 6 it will go in center, but if you take 4 it will be in front of 2, so it will be easily accessible. So in front of 2 also if you will take 2, then you will get confusion which number to take. So for these confusion we will take only those number which are in front of any number. So let's see, let's take 8 and 4. You can take this one also, we can take this one also, it is totally up to you. Now the question, the formula is m is equals to rise over run. So now if you see my point is going from 4 to 8. So what is the highest number? The highest number is 4 and the lowest 8. The highest number is 8 and the lowest number is 4. So it is equals to 8 minus 4 upon. Now I will see run. Run means run is like this, which is in front of 0 and 2. So my highest number is 2 and the lowest number is 0. So it will be 2 minus 0. Now 8 minus 4 is 4 upon 2. Now I will cancel it. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So the answer is 2. Now one thing, if you remember, I had told you all that if a graph is given and the line is going upwards, so the slope will be positive. But if a graph is given and line is coming downwards, so the gradient will be negative. So what do you think about here? The gradient will be, the line is going downward, is going in downward direction, so the slope will be negative over here. Clear? Now for y-intercept, if you see over here, let me erase it. If you look over here, for y-intercept, on which point of y-axis is y-intercept is line touching? So you see it is on 8. So the y-intercept is 8. So your equation will become y is equals to mx plus c. If you see your m is negative 2, so negative 2x plus 8. Okay, now we will solve part F. So if you look at the figure of part F carefully, now you will see there is negative x-axis. In the previous question only positive x-axis was given, but now the negative x-axis is given. So for solving this, we will use the formula m is equals to rise over run. Okay, so first thing first, we have to select any 2 points. So I am selecting this point because it is in front of minus 2 and 3. And if I choose this 2, so x-axis will not be easily taken. In front of minus 1 also there is no value for x. So that's why we are taking this point and then this last point. Now for rise, if you see rise is from this point to this point. Means if I see on x-axis it is coming from 0 to 3. So we know that we'll subtract highest value from lowest value. So it is 3 minus 0 upon. Now run. Now if you see run, for run this point is coming towards 2 and this point is on minus 1. So we have to subtract minus 2 and minus 1. So minus 2 and minus 1, and we have to subtract these 2 points. So I can write it like this. So minus 2 minus minus 1. This minus is for the subtraction we are doing up till now from the previous question, and this minus 2 minus is with 2 and this minus 1 minus is with 1. So I'll solve it. 3 minus 0 is 3 upon minus 2 plus 1, which is equals to 3 upon minus 1. Now we know that we can shift this minus sign upwards, so it becomes minus 3. But now if you see the graph, it is a slope which is going downward direction. So when something is going in downward direction, it is negative, so I'll put a negative sign in front of minus 3. So m is equals to minus minus, m equals to minus minus plus, which is equals to 3. Now for C, which is y-intercept, so now you see this line is touching y-axis on minus 3. So my C is minus 3, y equals to mx plus 3. The equation of line becomes y is equals to 3x minus 3. So I hope students these questions are clear to all of you. I want you all to do the rest of the remaining parts of this question number 6. And once you are done, grade 7, comment down your names in the comment box with your name that you have done your work. I'll stop at every solution for some minutes. You have to do these questions as a homework. This is the solution of part B. You can take help from it. This is part C. Pause the video over here. This is part E. And this is F.